Hey guys, it's Jamie with Simply Jalen, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be my spring morning routine with pots. Um, Pretty much nothing has changed since the last time I did a morning routine, which I think was fall, but some of it has changed a little bit because of my diagnosis and everything. So I'm just gonna. I start my day every morning with waking up, and I'm not putting timestamps on this simply because every day looks different. Because I just let my body kind of naturally wake up now. Because when I set my alarm, it makes me feel worse, and it's not like I have to do anything because I'm currently working from home and I'm doing YouTube and another project that I will reveal in I think the next video. So first thing I do when I get up is I chug a 12-ounce glass of water. Just random. I didn't. It doesn't have to be 12 ounces. It's just what I chug and what I can get in without making myself sick. And then after that, I will check my blood pressure. And after I check my blood pressure, I put on my compression socks. And that is probably the most time and energy consuming thing I do first thing in the morning, because the amount of effort it takes to put on compression socks, I was not prepared for, and I find somewhat ridiculous, but they do help me, and I don't have all my blood pooling to my legs first thing when I wake up. And if you watched my Learning to Live with Pots video that I posted last week, you've probably seen some of this stuff already or heard me talk about it, but this is part of my morning routine, so I'm just going to kind of repeat it, and if you haven't seen that video, then I will link it somewhere in the cards. And all my compression socks that I have came from Amazon. These black ones that I'm putting on this particular morning are 15 to 20 milligrams, or millimeters of mercury, because I like to wear those when I'm wearing my leggings. On the days that I'm wearing yoga pants, I'll wear 20 to 30. And I need to get some higher ones, but I'm going to see if my doctor can actually write me a prescription for some, because I heard if you get medical grade, it's easy, it's better for you, and I can't get medical grade where I'm at without having a prescription. And the entire process of me being in my bed takes about 10 minutes, because that gives me time to adjust from going from lying down to setting up. And then after I get up, first thing I do is open my door, and of course, one of the cats has to greet me. This morning it was Earl. And the first thing he wanted was his tummy love. So I just rubbed his tummy with my slipper, because I knew the second I walked out of this room, he was going to follow me into the bathroom. Okay, so after I did, like, what you can expect that you do in the bathroom in the morning, I just opened the door, that way Earl could get out if he wanted to. And my mom was working from home this particular day, so I was talking to her as I was getting ready. I just washed my face, brushed my teeth, and I use my moisturizer, and I brush my hair. That's all I do in the morning. I don't wear makeup anymore. I don't see the point in it. And I'm not one of those people that feels like they have to wear makeup. If you feel like you have to wear makeup, then go right ahead. I'm just not one of those people. And I did film this on a good day. I want to throw that in there because I get questions all the time of, you seem to be functioning so well. And yes, I do have my days that I function really well, and I have other days where I don't. So if you want to see like a day in the life on a bad POTS day, then totally let me know, because I would totally film that video. Because I still have bad days. This one just happened to be a good one. So that's why I filmed my morning routine on this particular day. Okay, after I get done with the bathroom, I always go out into the living room and I greet my cats. So I had to greet Nugget. You've already seen Earl, but of course he wants some more attention. Because he's attached to me. I don't know why, but he is. Especially in the mornings. And then Rowdy was hanging out with my mom in her office. So he was in there. And you will see Pickles and Stella later on. Well, you'll see Pickles. I don't know if you see Stella in this video or not. And then I go back into my room and I open the curtain, which I did not film. I thought I filmed it. Apparently I didn't. And then I make my bed. And that's one thing I've been doing as it starts to get warmer around here. I like to open my curtain up a little bit and actually let some of the sun in. Because in the winter it's kind of hard to do this because it's always gloomy around here, but I have found that getting some sun in the morning actually does help wake me up a little bit. And yes, Rowdy jumped in front of the camera while I was filming because the second the curtain is open, he is begging to go outside. Okay, so after I made my bed, I get changed in my outfit for the day. I'm just wearing my pot shirt that I got from an Etsy shop, which you will see in my chronic illness video if you watch that. And then I go back into the kitchen, and I open the kitchen door for them because they know that they will get their outside time pretty soon. But first thing first is for me, I have to get my glass of Pedialyte. I just need to get my electrolytes first thing. After I get my water, I have to get my Pedialyte so I get some of my electrolytes back. That way I can start functioning. Okay, so after I get my glass of Pedialyte, I usually go back into my room and I get started on, I do a little bit of computer work, which is usually checking my emails, and I'll check, since I filmed this on a Monday, I did have a video go live, so I checked to make sure that video went up. And I don't know what's up with this scene, but it's breaking, and so you're gonna have to bear with me. And then after that, I will put on my jewelry, like my ring and my medical alert bracelet, and I will usually at that point take my medicine and my supplements. Okay, so after I've finished with my computer work, I will move on to going through my planner for that particular day. Since this day was a Monday, I did have to go through and plan some stuff out already. And I will usually have my breakfast while I'm doing this, and yes, Rowdy is still walking all over the computer because he's still making sure that he's going to get to go out. But this is a typical morning when I'm actually feeling like an actual human. Rowdy's all over me, trying to get me to take him outside, and I'm usually trying to do something before I do that. I try to let it warm up a little bit before I take him out, even if it's now in the summer, or as the spring gets warmer and it gets closer to summer, and I will take them out earlier simply because I don't want them to get too hot, but Rowdy doesn't care how hot or cold it is. He will go out no matter what. Okay, so at this point I am getting my shoes out and I will put those on. I just use my slip-on shoes because it's easier for me, because I don't actually have to bend over to put them on, even though these slip-on shoes aren't as slip-on as they used to be. And I am getting a jacket because while it is warm here, it's still in the, it's like mid to upper 50s, low 60s, so I still do need my jacket. And I'm just cold anyway. That's one of my hot symptoms. I'm just cold all the time, so I always put on my jacket and then I will take them out. And I had to show you walking out with them because this is hilarious, because Rowdy and Earl have to have a stand up or show down, and Nugget will sit on the top and then realize, okay, maybe I want to go too. And then Nugget will freak out the second I open the door. And he realizes, oh, that's outside world, because he wants to go outside, but he's afraid of it, which I'm perfectly fine with, because Rowdy is not afraid of it at all. Rowdy doesn't like people, but he loves to be outside. And Pickles has to go too. And yes, Pickles he's 16 years old. He's broken in several places, and he's blind, or what we consider blind, because sometimes it's like he can see. And you can tell this is a good day because I didn't sit down on the steps and film them going around, which is what I usually do in my morning routines when I'm not feeling good. And this particular day, we started in the backyard, and we ended up in the front yard because Pickles walked around and went out the fence and went to the front yard. So I did get Nugget to come out in the front yard for a few minutes, and then Rowdy came around in the front yard. Rowdy acts like he has to take care of Pickles even though he doesn't. So Rowdy will follow him around. And Earl pretty much does his own thing. I think he was probably already inside at this point. They went outside for about 45 minutes to an hour this day, and I went with them. And while I was out here, I did show you the flowers, because it is spring and it's finally showing around here with the flowers blooming. While everything else is still looks somewhat dead, we do have some spring life that's come about. And I did get 2 pictures of the boys while they were out here. Pickles fell asleep in the straw bed that we had, so I got that picture of him, and then Rowdy had to go hide under the boat, so I got that picture of Rowdy. I did wake Pickles up and bring him in the house. I hate waking him up, but I didn't want him to wake up outside and flip out because he didn't know where he was. So I brought him in and carried him up the stairs and put him back in his box. And after I got all the cats inside and got them settled, usually I do food. I feed them in this process. And after I feed them, I will mix up my electrolyte drink. Well, it's not really an electrolyte drink. It's more like, it's called Normalite. It saves my butt. I need it, especially after being outside with the cats for so long. And I got the one that doesn't taste. I can't do liquid IV because of the flavors, but this has no taste, and I absolutely love it. And I wish they would sponsor me because it gets expensive really fast. But hey, I'm going to keep buying it because it actually does help me. And the only thing is, it's easier to shake it into something than it is to mix it up. But I was using my Bubba cup if you've been here a while, you know I'm obsessed with my Bubbas. So I just mixed it up in one of those. And after I did that, I went back into my room and I put my slippers back on, and I started And I did open my window because it was warm enough at that point. And I got started with my afternoon because at this point it was noon. And that's usually when I end my morning routine. So that'll be it for this spring morning routine with pods. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, let me know down below in the comments. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.